How old is Mr. Rabbit?
2.
So he's gonna turn 3?
3.
Okay. Can you sing happy birthday?
Happy birthday! Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Rabbit.
Ah!
Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
That's a good piece. I want a big piece. I love birthday cake. Thank you.
So I'm finally starting to recover from Massachusetts. That was a long 3 days. And I know a lot of people are probably like, why would you do that? Let me start by talking about what I like about a truck better than the van. So a truck, even though this is a diesel engine, a truck with say a 6.6 Duramax as well, its Duramax diesel engine is going to have like the Allison transmission, and it's also going to have more power than this. These aren't quite as powerful because you have part of the engine on the outside and you have part of the engine inside of the van as well. And so because of heat issues, it doesn't quite have as much power as a truck. The truck also typically would have 4-wheel drive. The van does not have 4-wheel drive. The truck probably looks a little better. Right? A lot of your trucks, at least more trucks, are going to come equipped already with the tow hitch and, you know, the electrical to just hook your Airstream right into the back as far as the brake lights and all that. And it may even have a brake controller as well, a lot of your trucks, especially your newer ones. And so that's the truck stuff. But there are things the van has that the truck does not. I like that the front is a little bit shorter on the van. I learned there was a drastic difference going from driving a truck to the Class A. The Class A was actually easier to drive than our truck pulling a fifth wheel. A big part of that's because there's not much of a front on it, and you can take your turns sharper because you can more easily see what's in front of you. You can get as close as you want to the curb, the tree, whatever it is you're trying to miss. This is not a drastic thing at all. I mean, I'm not saying I would go with the van over the truck just for this, but it's all these things combined. With the van, Marissa can get out of her seat when she needs to check on Hensley. She can get out of her seat to go to the bathroom, things like that. And I know you can get a camper top on the truck, which will give you some covered storage as well, but this is a lot of storage space. And when you have these doors open like this, you can easily access what you need to right here in the back of the van. Our plan is to turn this back 2/3 or whatever of the van into sort of a garage area with a wall there separating it off. So all this will be storage. And I really love the more we explore the drawer system they have with the box on top. So for the size of the vehicle, the length of the vehicle, be able to have that much storage in the back is a big deal for us. Some of the reasons we went with this specific van and why I was willing to drive all the way to Massachusetts to get it, this got the Duramax 6.6 diesel. It's a 1 ton. I wanted the 1 ton over the 3/4 ton. The 3/4 ton could tow our Airstream, but I'd read a few places that you really want the 1 ton over the 3/4 if you can get it, because it's going to make it a smoother ride. It has these windows that go all the way around the van, and that helps with a couple of things. One is it increases visibility for Hensley when she wants to look out. And I think cosmetically it actually looks a little better to have those windows on the van. It's hard enough to find a diesel cargo van. And if you want a diesel cargo van with these windows, that is definitely not standard. That's an upgrade option. And the windows are also going to help me when I'm driving the van. I have better visibility when I need to turn around and see what's on the side, that kind of thing.
I will say the van probably would not have been my first choice, but we did talk about the pros and cons, and we did feel like it was probably for us a little more practical of a decision just because of some of the things we were looking for that we get in return. The truck definitely would have had more power, been way cooler, but
I doubt it'd be more cool than the cargo van, Marissa. Come on.
We're hoping the van and the Airstream complement each other. What we're losing with the Airstream, hopefully we can pick back up with the van a little bit. And I really loved the idea of being able to, access the back. It's not the same as the Class A. I know being able to walk around and, do what I need to do and pretty much having our home going down the road. I mean, I'm definitely going to miss that part.
I mean, we had the fifth wheel. You can pull off on the side of the road, hope that there's a place on the side of the interstate to pull off. She can get out, go to the back, use the bathroom, get back in. But I mean, it's not totally safe to be pulling off the side of the interstate with something as wide as an RV. And so if you don't do that and you're stuck driving around looking for a place to park, I mean, just saying all that is wearing me out. I mean, you just want to keep going if you're going. I mean, you have to stop sometimes, but stopping
we were
less.
having to stop pretty often was the thing. Like, it's not like we have to access the restroom every 3 or 4 hours. Like, it's more on an hourly rate. So
and we try to time our driving where Hensley's asleep. And so if you've ever had kids, it always works like this. If you start slowing down to pull off, they wake up. And so every time we pull off, she's going to wake up, and then she'd be cranky because she didn't finish her nap. And it's just way simpler if we can just keep rolling down the road. Some people will get a van like this so that they can have their main RV, but then if they want to, they can sort of go camp off the grid with their van. Because we have our toddler, I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think me, Marissa, and Hensley sleeping in this thing, even if it's an extended one, is going to be a very feasible. It just doesn't sound, that's just not where we're at right now as far as camping off the grid with just the van. So if we were going to do more of that, I think we might have looked into a different van, 4-wheel drive extended. But for us, the short wheelbase, not worrying about the 4-wheel drive right now, that's just a better fit for where we're at right now. But for some people, that is the right choice, to go with a 4-wheel drive, the longer van, all those kind of options. And I looked into high tops too. So, you know, if you're going to be camping off the grid, a high top would be awesome as well. But for us, again, you know, we just need enough space for Marissa to be able to move around a little bit. We're not going to be like walking around the van all the time.
I'm excited to see it hooked up together. I think it might look really good, especially with the Airstream having so many windows and the van having so many windows.
I think it'll be all right. That was part of our compromise. I got a cargo, but I tried to find one with the windows, hoping it would look a little bit better. So right now, we still got several things to finish up on the van we need to do. I've already bought the tow hitch. This is it right here. It just has to be installed. It's a super easy install to put this on the van. It's already wired front to back for the 7-pin wiring harness for the Airstream, but I do need to buy the outlet on the end here next to the bumper. And I need to get a brake controller and wire that into the front. The big thing though is finding a seat for this and getting it bolted into here like it needs to be. And that's, once we get that, we're at least ready to tow. Because a lot of our money is still tied up in the Class A, we're gonna have to wait on some of the other stuff I wanna do as far as the you know, the drawer system and things like that in the back. But we at least want to get where if we want to, we can pull out of here and hit the road. So people have asked about numbers on the van. I don't care to share. It has had around 87,000 miles. I put 800 miles on it coming back from Massachusetts. As far as the price, you're going to be looking for an 07. This is an 07, 1 ton with under 100,000 miles like this. I paid $11,000 for this van. So, I mean, you're looking at twice that for a truck. So to me, because we didn't need the 4-wheel drive, and because it wasn't as big of a deal for us to have the extra power with the engine, because we don't need it, we're just pulling a 8,000, maybe 9,000 pound trailer. To me, it didn't make sense to pay double that for a truck when we have all these extra benefits of the van too that we wanted. Fuel mileage on the van is not quite as good as my dad's truck. His was getting 18 to 20, I think, on the interstate. This one's getting 16, 18, somewhere in that range. But yeah, I'm excited about the van. I'm excited about the Airstream. We were ready for something different. We were ready for a challenge. You know, it's why we're giving up our Class A to go with the 2008 Airstream, is to be able to make this our own. So I know I'm excited, Marissa's excited, and just can't wait to see where this journey takes us. I am still a little bit tired from my trip to Massachusetts to get the van, but I'm starting to recover, and I'm looking forward to some sleep tonight in my own bed again. I'm going to call it a night. Catch you guys later.